What is going on, YouTube? It's the Mass Pilot, aka Ink Villain, welcoming you back to my channel. We got a big banger on today's channel. Just to start it off, though, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome in. We're a TCG channel where we open up all cool, new, old, vintage, nostalgic, all things TCG. Some sports, mostly wrestling as far as sports goes, but everything else we try to cover. Union Arena, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball. The list goes on. And it's proud day today for me to present introducing a new TCG game on the channel. Like promised, I did promise we were going to bring two new TCGs on the channel, one being One Piece, and then I kept the second one a little bit of a mystery. If you did see last video, it was a little kind of a hint on what we're going to be getting into. We did open another different kind of set, a Japanese, more specifically, set with the Gundam Arsenal base. But on this one, we have got it in. We have got the official Bandai Gundam card game, Duel Impact. This is the second set. There's a lot of cool stuff to chase in here. I'm just going to go off and say it. I was not a big Gundam fan growing up. I remember watching a couple of episodes here and there, but as following the seasons and following the different transformations with the robots, it was never really my niche, if you would say, but I did appreciate it. I did kind of like some of the fight scenes and with the machines and the Gundams and so on, but speeding up many decades later, especially with this card game, I've definitely been attracted to just the individual artwork and the detailing they put into these cards. And a lot of them are also playable, but there are a lot of big chases. Not too familiar with all the rarities, but the basic knowledge I've gotten from this game is the more pluses on the card, the better. So you can get an LR1 plus, an LR2 plus, and so on. I think the highest is 2 plus at this point. And there are also resource tokens we can get. You can also get them in gold foiling. And I believe there's C pluses and C regulars. So there's definitely a lot of stuff to chase in this set. I'm super excited to be opening this up with you guys on the channel. Duel Impact. I do plan on getting New Type Rising. That's the first set that they released. I just kind of jumped the gun and wanted to get straight into it with the second booster set. But as you can see, we have 130 cards plus 13 card types. Each pack you get 12 cards plus the 1 card resource. So definitely a huge, intimidating, giant looking box. Can't remember seeing when they did these booster boxes this big since the Digimon couple first sets. But nonetheless, let's get into it. New video, Gundam card game, Duel Impact booster box. Time to get cracking and see what goodies we got inside. All right, got our scissors to aid us on this adventure. I did look up the card list. Like I said, there's just a ton of different chases, and especially with the different rarities and the pluses, there's definitely a handful of stuff to chase within the set. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that we can possibly just get some solid, nice pulls for you guys and go from there. Okay. Thought the box topper popped out, but I guess it's not that kind of box topper. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know. I guess I didn't bend it properly. I know this is a legit box, but for some reason, yeah, that's super weird why that didn't work. I don't know if it's like thought it was like a pop-out box, but all right. Trial and error. Put our packs right there. Let's get into it. Pack number 1. And if you missed on the last video, we did open up another different kind of Gundam game. It's Arsenal based. It was like a simulator game for the machines that they have over in the game center in Japan. Those pulls were pretty solid, so I definitely recommend checking out that video whenever you get a chance. Not gonna spend some time appreciating the art. I just don't want to, sake of time, get tied up too much. I do probably plan on opening another maybe booster box of this set. Sincerity Care, Shanghai Frost, Mobius Peacemaker. We got Carta Grizz Ritzer. All right, Gundam Barbados first form, and this is a LR. So right off the bat, we do get a solid hit, and I think there's something behind it. Just the, I guess, variant EX base resource. But we will definitely take that first pack off the box. We got the Barbados. I would love to pull him in the, I think it's the LR 2-star. where it's just all gold foiling outline. I think that's pretty much the big chase card of this set, but maybe this is good things to come. But for now, we will just admire the regular LR Gundam Barbados First Form. Insane detailing on it. All right, let's keep the hits going. Got a lot of packs to go through. Like I said, this box is super deep, so definitely keeping my fingers crossed so I can pull some of the spicy variants for you guys and share this experience with you. You know, like I said, we are expanding on the channel, opening our different opinions and thinking of what other outside card games that would be interested to be showcased on the channel, whether if it's English or Japanese. So that's what I've been just doing behind the scenes. We got the Cubely. I think I did pull this in a blister pack, but it's a solid hit, so you were not saying anything, and a resource. Give this guy a sleeve. These are going for a pretty penny too. And this is another LR. Pretty nice. Keep the hits coming. I'm not complaining. I have seen a handful of videos of people doing multiple booster box openings. Some boxes have been super stacked. Some have just been mid. So hopefully we will get one of the super stacked ones. So far we've gotten solid hits out the gate. So that can only hopefully mean good things deeper within the box. All right, anything crazy? Nope, just the resource. And crazy enough, some of these rares, it's kind of hard to see them. They are slightly foiled. It's a hint of foiling that's kind of slight, but they do hold some value as well. So we'll put those over there. Keep it going. Let's get it. And let me know down in the comments, guys. Have you guys been cracking the set? Are you into Gundam the card game, or are you still on the fence about it? What do you or do you not like about the game so far? Don't be afraid to leave a comment. That's what we're here for, to kind of interact, share our thoughts, share our opinions, and grow as a community. And on that, we got another LR, Gundam Age 1 normal, and regular resource. These resources are pretty cool too, with a full facial detailing. Pretty sick. Go ahead and put that in the sleeve as our third LR. So I don't know if the LRs count for, I want to say, not even sure this is foiling or not, count as SRs, or if there really even is SRs in this set. I'm still fairly new to the card game, so forgive me if I'm killing the rarities, but I'm not exactly sure if the LRs was considered the SR in this card game. I could be completely wrong, so like I said, don't quote me on that. We got Gundam Airmaster, Hayakiri, that one that looks a lot stronger, Decisive Last Resort. All right, and another LR, Gundam Gujin Rebake. Very nice, very nice. In all its glory. Anything crazy behind that? Nope, just another resource. Once again, we are up to 4 resources now, so I'm not complaining. We are seeing the hits coming, which is exactly what we would want out of a box like this. I know prices are taming down on this box as well. I believe they're sitting at, I want to say, around 140 to 145. I purchased this one for 150. So just keep checking on the prices. If you're not comfortable with paying over a certain amount, just wait it out. And 90% of the time, these card game sets, they do drop in price just because a new set is probably on the rise, or some of the cards aren't as good as people thought they were. Anything crazy? Nope, just a resource. So that does happen a lot of time with these card games, I should say. Let's keep it going. But I feel like around 140 to 150 is fair for a box like this, especially seeing a lot of the game pieces and the necessary meta cards you need for certain decks. So, and we didn't have to wait that long to get the second set. I think it was like a time space of maybe 2 months, 3 months the most before they released the second set. So I do like the consistency and just the resource. It does look like it is going to be a thriving long-term card game. So I'm all here for it. It kind of saddens me that it seems like this overshadows Dragon Ball Masters is what it's known as now. the set is not as, or the card game is not as hyped, it seems, and like the sets, they're just not holding attention to players, it seems like. From my opinion, I could be wrong, but just from looking on the outside in, that's kind of what I'm seeing, especially with people opening up new sets, and even the chases have kind of staled out a little bit, even though they do have new rarities and resources. This one's a cool one though, like an evil Gundam. But I do definitely see a bright future with Gundam, especially if they go in the same direction with certain artists and doing a lot of these chase rarities and parallel rarities and +1 and pluses. It's a lot to chase, but you feel good once you achieve one of those high star pulls. And on that, we are looking at another LR. We got the Psycho Gundam. Anything crazy? Just a regular resource. Love the blues on this. It's just top-notch foiling, clean back. Yeah, the stock on the card itself feels nice and firm. So these are definitely prepped with a lot of love and care, you can tell. All right, keeping it moving. I would say we're almost at the halfway mark of the box. We're shredding through, not wasting no time, trying to keep the spice on point as far as pull goes wise. Shuji Hideout, if you know about this character from the last video, definitely solid hit on that character or pilot. All right, anything crazy? A foil. All right, this is a resource plus. This is just a 1+, but very nice. And I believe this is, I want to say, the Psycho Gundam in one of its crazier forms, but with a textured background. There we go. I don't believe there is a C++ to this, but this is just the regular C+. Still a solid pull with all the detailing. Very nice. We will take those all day. I think you're guaranteed maybe 1 to 2 per box if you're lucky. All right, let's get it. Continuing on with the hunt. White Wolf, Bato, Gundam Hero. And from my lack of knowledge, I did not realize that there were so many Gundam series out there, from the Japanese to the canon stuff. So I was totally in shock when I was going through some of the series, trying to see just how many was out there, and there was quite a few. So Gundam has been around in strong force for a while. That's not undeniable. And like I said, I appreciated it. It was just never one of those animes or shows that kind of just grabs my attention versus the lineup that came with it with Dragon Ball and some other different. But and also I think what it was is there was a time where there was a lot of space animes. We had Cowboy Bebop, you had Trigun, you had this. So in my opinion, woo, don't mean to interrupt myself, but that is a R+. Very nice. And a nice draw tress. And I believe that's a resource. This is our hit. Very nice. And like I said, the colors on this are just insane with the whale and the purple and the blues. I'm all for it. All for it. Beautiful card. Awaken Power. That is probably going to be our best hit of this box so far. Not to say we can't get anything even crazier, but so far, that's what we're looking at. But I guess at that time, with all the different space animes, it just kind of overloaded my brain. So I guess I didn't give Gundam a fair chance when it came to letting the story play out. But like I said, I did appreciate some of the fight scenes and the Gundam and the pilots, and the actual artwork was pretty cool. And Red Gundam and cool resource. As far as the card game, I've watched a couple of games. Not really got everything down pack as far as player wise, but I do know like the basics, how the resources work, how the structure decks, some of the structure decks work, and so forth. But I still have a lot of knowledge to gain on this card game, which I don't mind. It's a very interesting card game, from the mechanics to how certain cards work or decks work as well. Just a regular resource. So As I said, I'm all here for it. I was kind of skeptical when it first got released. I was really seeing how big of a community it had, but literally products were selling out left and right. There was barely enough to fill certain shelves, so that's kind of when I knew, okay, this is a game that's going to be taken seriously and here for a while. So why not invest and try to get in on some of the magic, right? Woo! Just the regular resource. We pulled this one already in the C+, but we got Zeta Gundam. Insane with the foiling and the yellows. Whew. Artwork is just top notch. I can't say enough good things about the artwork. Very, very clean. Zeta Gundam. I believe that is our 6th LR. Oh, put bulk in the rare pile. All right, we are, I would say, halfway through the box. If you guys are still hanging in there with me, I appreciate it. You guys are the difference maker of the channel with motivating me to go out and search these products and get the excitement and enjoyment of opening them with you guys. Just to see your reaction and mine. All right, this is another LR. L-Myth. And just another token or resource. So I do believe the LRs are what's classified as an SR, because we've been pulling nothing but LR, so I'm guessing, like I said, that substitute an SR in this game. Still figuring things out. Still figuring things out. No shame in that. Let's keep it going. So far, we've gotten some spice, but can we turn it up a notch? Can we get at least 2 more solid hits out of this box? Let's find out. Let's find out. All right, another LR, Gundam Epion or Epon, and just a regular resource. And the way this card looks, it literally looks like the quality of like a secret rare or even something like a plus. It's just insane foiling. Very nice. Another LR for the books. This box is just keep giving, and we will keep taking. We will keep taking happily. If you guys are enjoying the channel, don't hesitate to hit that like and subscribe and that notification bell so you know when all the new heat is dropping, and you can be right there and on time to catch it. Wow, we got an LR plus, and this was kind of crazy because this is the one of the ones I was looking at the checklist, and I vaguely said to myself in my head, it'd be kind of cool to pull this card, and we actually pulled it. The Gundam Goosen Rebake, and that crazy kind of just rough drafted art sketch style. Insane. Anything crazy? Nope, just the regular resource. Big hits out of this box, and I'm all here for it once again. Beautiful. Look at the detailing with the sketch etching and the scribbles, and it is insane. I'm very satisfied with what we pull versus the price point of how these boxes are being sold and what the possibilities of what you're pulling out of them. It's a very fair ratio in my opinion. And like I said, if not this set, I definitely want to get some boxes of New Type Rising, which was the first premiere set in this card game by Bandai. Would love to get my hands on more of this. Anything crazy, just a resource. All right, guys, we are coming down to our last, I want to say, 4 packs. Is there any more Big Bang in this box? We have gotten a handful of hits, but it does not hurt to keep adding to that collection. If we got something spicy, let's get it. Let's get it. Just a resource. All right. Where is the heat? Let's get it. Let's get it. And just the resource. All right, it is coming down to our last 3 packs. Pack number 3. Can we get one more big spicy hit? Fingers crossed. Let's get it. Anything crazy? Nope. And the resource. All right. Second to last pack. Kind of getting nervous. I mean, we did get a lot of stuff so far, so I can't be too anxious, but I'm just trying to see if we have one more hit. Just a resource. That rare kind of threw me off a little bit. I thought that was like a full art or something. But then I noticed it didn't have any like kind of foiling. All right, guys, it's come down to the time. Last pack magic. Gundam card game, Duel Impact. Thank you all for watching. Once again, don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe. Smash that notification bell. Leave a comment down. Trying to grow the channel one day at a time. It's the Ink Villain. I always appreciate my new people, new followers, old followers. You're both welcome just as much, and I appreciate you. Last pack, let's get it. Can we end on something spicy? We're gonna do a slow roll on this one. Kind of build up the suspense. Where we at? Where we at? And where we at? Nothing. All right, so that is going to conclude the booster box Duel Impact. We got a handful of different goodies. Our top goodie, I would say, is this guy, the Rebake in the LR Plus. You did also get the rare Awakened Power, another solid hit. We got the Resource Plus. This is the Psycho Gundam. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 LRs. So we definitely got a box worth of goodies. Can't complain. And I definitely do look forward to opening up more of this set on the channel. So it's going to be a wrap for this one. Ink Villain. Y'all stay safe. Thank y'all for watching. More content on the way. Peace.